Okay, guys. So, have you ever been in a compound, kind of in the late game, and you ever wonder why it's not a good idea to bring a car in? Well, Vantazimo. I think we're gonna have to take a look and see what Vantazimo has to say about what happens next, because it gets a little intense. I'm not gonna lie, it gets a little intense. Um, but hey, Post-Mortem back at it again with another analysis of a PUBG replay video. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're playing. We're checking out just another map that a game that we played once again on the Erangel map. I guess I've been fortunate. It turns out I kind of like the Erangel map. It's not a bad little place to be. We've got a predominantly northeast flight, and so I decided to jump out early, and I'm gonna go hit Primorsk and see what. I'm gonna hit Primorsk and see if I can't get my hands on some quick loot. We'll speed this up a bit. As I'm landing, I do notice a boat, and there's usually a motorcycle that spawns in this town. So if I have to, I can find an escape route to get out of town. It's early. We haven't even had first circle yet, so nothing to worry about. We're not even a minute into the game, but we're just hitting the first stages of looting, and which should be followed by some shooting and or scooting. There's a few people in Primorsk. They're up on the north end of town. I'm down here. I'm just checking these three warehouses and looking at the map. We don't have that far to go, but I have a feeling the circle. I remember this. I was like, I bet that circle ends up in the north area, north, maybe northeast. So I hop in the boat, and I'm gonna cruise up north. And I've never really played this side of the map. I haven't played the map a whole lot, but I certainly haven't played that side of the map very much. So just to give you a sense of what my plan is. We are gonna cruise up the coast a ways, and maybe it's better left to look at the map. We're gonna cruise up the coast a ways, head over here. I've never been to hospital, and I finally do get to visit the hospital in this trip. So we do have a decent amount of boat time between here and there. But I think I kind of land the boat in this area, and then I'll probably it's either here or here, but I'll hit a compound, and then I do believe I move in. Maybe it's here and then here, but I ended up moving in to the hospital. We'll see if we can't find out exactly where that is. Maybe speed it up a little bit. Yeah, so here I've landed. Yep. So I ditched the boat over here. And the good news is I don't have a whole lot of, too many people to worry about. It's not that I'm worried about people. It's just, I want to loot. I want to get some decent gear, and I just want to get a better feel for the timing and all that with the mechanics. Once again, this is following my first kill game. This wasn't necessarily the exact next game after it, but the way I have it stored in my games catalog, or the replay catalog, I know it was shortly after it. So I'm doing better. Missing the blue zone. I'm pretty certain we're gonna cruise over here. Whiskey Villain. Oh, you know what? There's gonna be a nice little learning opportunity. Right up here. Hang on. Let's see if we can maybe get to that. Go to here. We're just cruising around, checking the map. That's the only reason I would stop at the top of the stairs, is just to check the map, figure out what I'm going to do next. So we come cruising over here. I'm going to slow this down. This is something that I kind of have learned, is that I see this guy. I put my gun away because I'm running. Now I pull it back out, and I realize, yeah, I could probably take a few shots, but what am I going to get out of it? I'm not going to kill him. I'm going to, if anything, I'll probably just raise awareness about my location in the area. And let's look at the map. Where was he going? He ended up going up this way, so it actually worked in my favor. It gives me a kind of a free road to the hospital, and you can see we're still within the circle. So my initial assumptions were right. When I landed here, I hopped in a boat, believing that the circle would end up in this area. So I think that was a pretty decent assumption. If we can scoot up to the hospital area. Yep. So here we are in the hospital. Boy, what a I don't know how to say it. Very large complex, and because it was looted before I got there just was not anything going on here at all. So it's kind of a nice sunset, but I'm in the middle of a war. I come down here, I loot this building. Circle starts changing. I push into what is this town? I guess it's kind of southern Georgia Pool. Which was kind of my first trip into this area. And I, because of the timing of the zones and I had decent loot. I was really looking for heals. I make my way over to into the town, and I push into this side. And if you know from the last video, I learned a valuable lesson about cover and where to sit and be a sitting duck. And I think I seek a little bit of refuge down in here, just as I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to go next. Circle ends up pushing me that way, and we'll see that here shortly. Let's see if I can jump into a little closer and see where we're at. So here I am. Yes, indeed. I'm on the edge inside of this zone, but now we want to see what's going to happen with the next zone, right? Bam. Like I said, it pushes me into this area of Georgia Pole. So I immediately start looking around for what my next move is going to be, and we'll see if we can get up kind of close into here. Yeah. I remember this well. So I'm pushing around here, and this dude just rolls up and alerts me that he's in a car. I take some pretty simple snaps. And here's the other thing. I knew at this point, not a good idea to go immediately for the loot. One, I don't really need the loot, but two, I know that people heard that. I think I have a suppressor, but I know for a fact that I don't want to push up too quickly. So I end up taking some heals, doing a little bit of medding, and I start pushing out. I have no choice. And what I should have done, I start taking fire. I should have ran immediately over to that building, because I did not see this dude up there. I'm looking around. I'm not jumping, but I'm kind of sideways walking, and I'm doing everything I can to stay alive. And I get over here, and I finally look up, and I see him, and he just zaps me right there. So, it was another good game. I learned a lot. I mean, the looting, I did very well. I scooted around. I made wise choices as I was navigating, when to take a shot, when not to take a shot, when to loot, when not to loot. But there, when you're taking shots, I know you get tunnel vision, but I've got to do a better job of finding that hard cover and taking a quick moment and just find my spot.